Okay, so what we did now, since we aren't tightened up yet, so what we did then, after following on from my previous video about where the reference position is, we rotated the encoder separately until we got the Z pulse. Now we've got an oscilloscope showing that back here, and you look for a square wave. Take a note of the voltage, the volts per division, which we've got at, I think it's 10 volts, and its sampling rate is 200 milliseconds. Okay, so and you get a good spike, not a spike. You get a good well-formed square wave. Okay, so it's got to be well-formed square wave what you're looking for. In addition, when you get that spike, you get a blip on 2.5. There we go. It's a very fast blip, but you get a blip nonetheless, which is the Z pulse. Z pulse. So you have one person watching that, and another person rotating the encoder, and he will also be able to see it on. He should also be able to see it on the oscilloscope, but it is a very fast signal. You're more likely to see it on that LED. Okay, so after you've got the Z pulse set up, you then attach the encoder to, you tighten it up and tighten up the grub screws. Now the Z pulse, it's in the vicinity at the moment. We just now want to rock the machine backwards and forwards to make sure we're getting that Z pulse. Okay, so that's all secure, and we're just going to rock it backwards and forwards to see if we still got the Z pulse.